Hi, welcome to a video made by a blind person. Yeah, too blind to care what the visuals look like. Hi everyone, it's Thursday, and you might be thinking, wait a minute, 2 videos on a Thursday? Well, I wanted to put the hauls up like the day I made them, and I'm planning on going back to Walgreens today. I thought just one haul would be good enough, but I'll do another one. Although I may have to be careful about how much I spend. We'll see. Well, the whole point is to try to not spend a whole lot anyways, but I may be spending a bit more today because I don't have a whole lot of points. I really kind of need to collect points. There is one points booster, I guess, that's going on. I didn't realize it. I guess it's a carryover from last week that they're still doing. I didn't know that it was still going on. I hope it's still going on at my store. Sometimes I think things vary from store to store. I mean, maybe not the deals, but well, I think I talked about that in a video before. I've heard a couple of couponers say you can roll points and earn points. Well, my store is saying that that's not true, so I'm not quite sure what to think of that. Anyway, I probably already put a video up just because I didn't want that video to go any longer unpublished. But this one is going to go up unless something really crazy happens and I end up not going to Walgreens after all. But I actually set door-to-door transit up to take me to Walgreens, so I probably will go.
If you know your party's extension, you may dial.
To use touch tone, press 1. To select an account to work with, press 1. Select. To confirm a transfer, press 1. Or to cancel, press 2. Your transfer was successful. Your current balance is $57. To select account summary on your cashback checking.
Good deal. I need to maybe get in the habit of doing that every time I go to Walgreens, or maybe even go shopping, period. Either get a hold of my banker that I work with, or just do that, call into the automated banking system and double check that I'm dealing with what I think I'm dealing with. Because last weekend I didn't have the kind of money that I thought I did, and it was okay. I had overdraft protection and enough money in my savings account to cover it, but that's not a situation I like to find myself in. So I thought I better check. And then actually my grocery delivery came and I spent way less on groceries than I often do. So I was like, okay, let me take some of the money that I on another week would have spent on groceries and put it in my Walgreens and Uber Cash and these types of transactions account so that it's there if I need it. So I have a little bit more wiggle room than I thought. I still don't necessarily want to, just because I've got like $50 in there doesn't mean I want to spend all of it at Walgreens today. And by the way, you might be going, okay, you're blind, right? So how do you work with the iPhone that quickly, punching buttons? I don't. This is a prepaid phone that I don't have very much time on at all. I have it deliberately set up like this. It's a phone with physical buttons on it, specifically for situations like this where I need to call a number where you got a bunch of buttons to push and you really need to have control over what you're pushing, but you don't have time to hold your finger on the screen and move your finger around until you can find the right button. I'm actually looking to get a more interactive phone with buttons. It does exist. I know how I, for one, can get it, but it's a matter of having the money. It's one of those things, if I can figure out how to save and put that savings into either discretionary savings or regular savings, I might be surprised at what I would have. And some people might be going, well, you know, you probably could save money if you wouldn't go to Walgreens so much, or you'd save money if you would quit being brand loyal to Aira and let go of your Aira. That'd be a bunch of money saved. You know what? Let me explain Aira. In fact, this is National, what is it? GAAD, Global Accessibility Awareness Day, I believe is what it's called. So this is the perfect time to review what is Aira and why should I spend the money I spend on it. Aira is a smartphone app that connects you, a blind user or a low vision user, who Aira calls explorers, to Aira agents. Now those Aira agents are human beings who can breathe and listen to you, say what you want, and look through a video stream and see what you would see if your eyes worked for squat by either using the camera on your smartphone or a camera connected to special glasses that they set you up with. For one thing, they are able to tell you how to either turn your head if you're wearing the glasses or adjust your phone if they're looking through your phone camera so that they can get a decent view of what you're trying to get described. That is one place where blind people just need help. In case you haven't been able to figure that out, due to the fact that when I actually do use my iPhone to make videos, the picture likely sucks. And I unapologetically admit that the picture sucks. That's a big part of the reason why the picture sucks. Well, part of it is I just don't give a damn. Another part of it is like I say at the beginning of every video that's a one take, I can't see in the viewfinder, and I don't think I can set the camera up and turn the video on and then at the same time have an Aira agent telling me, okay, yeah, your video sucks. Maybe if you turn the phone this way a little bit or move it that way. Okay, now they can actually see your face. The point is, blind people can't position the camera on their own just perfectly. Aira helps with that. And then once that camera is positioned well, Aira can not only tell you what you're looking at in the store, they can, if you're standing outside and you're waiting for an Uber or a Lyft, L-Y-F-T, my local door-to-door transit service is called Lyft, so I spell it out to not confuse the two. If you've called an Uber or an LYFT, personally I won't use LYFT because there's no way to tell them if they can't communicate well enough to be able to speak to me and understand what I'm saying. I really need you to not send that driver. Specifically Uber, in my area anyway, I hope in yours too, they have something called Uber Assist, I believe is what it's called. The drivers who take Uber Assist calls specifically have undergone training to deal with people with disabilities. And if a driver has not undergone and passed that training, they're not sent those calls. That's a way that I've found to get around people who, I might get hate for this, but it's the reality of the situation. Get around people who are so bad at speaking and understanding the English language that they cannot communicate to someone who counts on verbal communication. I have had that with both rideshare services. When I had it with Uber, it was a life experience that taught me to always get Uber Assists from now on. When I had it with Lyft, it was a life experience that taught me why you don't use Lyft if you can get Uber and get an Uber Assist. But what Aira does when that Uber is called, first of all, if the apps are working together like they're supposed to, the Aira agent can actually see the Uber on the map and see where they're headed, even if the Aira app and the Uber app aren't working together the way they're supposed to. I can order the Uber and either tell the agent or let the agent listen to my voiceover, and they will know that as I stand here waiting, they are looking for a black Toyota Corolla license plate, blah, blah, blah. And if somebody gets out of the car and looks like they're headed my way, but they just got out of a yellow Subaru, whatever Subaru sells, license plate completely opposite of what the Uber app said they were sending, the Aira agent will know, okay, I don't know who this guy is, but that's not the car that you're being sent. God rest the soul of this person who, what was it, a month ago? Poor soul, thought she was getting into an Uber, really was getting into a psychopath's car who, instead of taking her wherever she wanted to go, he took her on a one-way ticket to heaven. And Aira is one way that a blind person can make sure that doesn't happen to them. The Aira agent will make sure they're getting connected with the right vehicle. And it's peace of mind when you're standing there waiting, because you're hoping and counting on the idea that the Uber driver will actually get out of the car and speak to you. You can call the driver and ask them to do that, or text the driver and ask them to do that. But it all comes down to, do they do that or don't they do that? Well, obviously, hopefully, you get someone that will. But with Aira, you have basically a pair of eyes that works a hell of a lot better than yours to confirm, okay, your Uber just pulled up. If it's not a good Uber driver and they're not bothering to get out of the car, then the Aira agent will say, okay, I don't know why he's just sitting there, but he's pulled up. Here's how you can turn or what you can do to head his way. And really, Aira has gotten me and other customers, or explorers as they call us, out of sticky situations with rideshare drivers that don't understand our needs. I just heard Aira has a podcast, and in this particular episode, one explorer said, this is why blind people need Aira. I got a Lyft, and this is why I don't use Lyft. I got a Lyft. They send this driver. Driver doesn't speak a damn word of English. The driver dropped me off thinking that's where I needed to be. I really wasn't where I needed to be. I'm panicking. I'm like, okay, where the hell am I? What do I do? I had at least enough presence of mind to call Aira, and then they said, okay, here's what you need to do. He dropped you off, half a block away or whatever. I can talk you through walking the rest of the way. I personally refuse to take Lyft unless even Uber Assist doesn't exist, in which case 6 of one, half dozen of the other, you just sort of have to hope. But that's when I'm on vacation or something and there's no even Uber Assist available in that area, which actually I hope. Uber executives, if you're watching, please, if there are areas where Uber Assist doesn't exist, please open up your Uber Assist service to those places. Uber Assist is a godsend, and this is why we need Uber Assists. Because if you don't get an Uber Assist, you're just going to get the random luck of the draw. Maybe it's somebody that'll bother to get out of their car. Maybe it's someone that won't. Maybe it's someone that, even if they do get out of the car, maybe they know how to communicate with you. Maybe they don't. And with someone who is blind, or someone who even has other disabilities, that they can't be as alert as the perfectly able-bodied, able-brained person with all 5 senses and the utmost alertness can be. They need drivers to be the ones to do some of this communication. Anyway, that's why Aira is so helpful and so needed, and so not something I'm willing to sacrifice so I can have more money. Because between Aira's extensive agent training and their ability to see where you are through GPS and follow where you are and talk you through getting where you need to go, just to name 2 wonderful things that Aira has, it's just too valuable to say, I don't need this. But I will say that I don't need to spend any more time talking about that. I did want to explain it, if only in honor of GAAD, Global Accessibility Awareness Day. And now that I've done that, let's move on to Walgreens, the other thing I had planned for today. Hello? This is she. Well, that explains why it's taken this long. I sent that out like a month ago, and I'm like, okay, are they ever gonna get back to me? Now I understand why. Apparently one person left and another arrived and... Okay. It's called JAWS for Windows, but yes, I have a computer program that reads text out loud. If you consider something in the body of an email or an attached Word document or something, I'm able to read text. Alright, great. Thank you for responding. Thank you. You just made the day better. Thanks. Bye. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to vlog a second of that, but... Okay, I'm now at Walgreens. I got a phone call that was actually a pretty nice... Actually, before I wonder if I can push luck a little bit more in my favor. I just got lucky in one case. Let me see if I can get lucky in another. Okay, after dealing with some distractions, positive distractions, but distractions nonetheless, on the way here, I think I am now ready to call my Aira agent and get this shopping trip underway. And you're not going to hear anything that is about to happen with you're going to hear my side of the conversation. Hi, well, as you may be able to tell, I'm at Walgreens. Well, the first thing I think we should do is call up a file called, I think, Common Items and Aisles or something. Something that'll tell you what aisle to find certain things in. Because I'm thinking at least a few of the things I want to get here today are in that. At least that document will tell you what aisle to talk me through going to. And we'll go into brand names and types and stuff when we get to one of them. What'd you do that for? Call just dropped. Let's see if I can get her back. Or somebody back. Hi, well, hopefully this file's available now that someone else was just in it. I'm at Walgreens and I'm trying to pick up some items. And for whatever stupid reason, the call with another agent just ended. And I'm like, okay, let me call back. So I hope you can get to this file called List of Items and Aisles. Okay, first of all, what aisle am I on right now? Oh, okay. Well, I'll just tell you what I'm looking for. Paper plates, granola bars, and either on aisle 13 or 14, there are baby wipes for $1, like on a little end cap thing. I know Dixie paper plates are, I believe it's buy one, get one free. Okay, perfect. Okay, how much is one of these? $4.49. Okay, $4.50 essentially. Okay. No kidding, Chloe. She's telling me about how Walgreens is an Aira Access location. I'm like, yeah, I come here every week, and I'm in the middle of an Aira Access session right now, so thanks for the reminder, but I don't really need it. I'll tell you specifically what I'm looking for. Alright, I'm not getting a word of what you're saying. If you can maybe talk me through going to a register, I'm gonna check out with what I have and get assistance. I love Aira, but if this stupid connection is gonna be this crappy, then screw it. Even on Global Accessibility Awareness Day, I love Aira, I really do. I can't say enough good things about it. But even free Aira, in a place where the connection won't hold up for crap, it's so significantly that we can't do what we need to do. You'll talk to me, I'm not getting a word of what you're saying. Yeah. So I'm probably going to be paying approximately $6.50 for this transaction I've got going now. And I actually have 5,000 points, so I might end up getting out of this with only $1.50. It wasn't the way I was planning on doing these transactions, but what the heck. Whatever you have to do, and if you can get out of the store with a few items for $1.50, hey, that's nothing to complain about. Actually, this is one of at least two, because I'm going to be asking for assistance after this. I have this awesome virtual assistance type deal, but when it counts on cell reception and their cell reception sucks back there, we just can't do what we need to do.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Rewards card. And do I have points that I can redeem? I know I don't have a whole lot, but
We could take off up to $5.
okay.
Would make it $1.49.
Awesome, I'll take it.
Okay.
There's something that I think it'd be better if somebody who works here would just find for me. And
okay.
4 items for $1.50 is kick butt.
Customer assistance to the front, please. Customer assistance to the front.
That was like the best transaction. Well, the problem was you could barely see it, and then the fact that the connection was chopping like a chef dicing green peppers didn't help. You were trying to tell me that, but it wouldn't come through for the life of it, and I just finally was at the point where I was like, F it, I'll just find some help.
Okay, it looks like I'm going to be the one to help you.
Okay. The Nature Valley granola
okay.
bars. Literally, I think we were right on top of them, and the connection just crapped out. And they're way, way, way in the freaking bottom of the shelf. And with the bad video, he just couldn't talk me through getting them. I'm thinking it doesn't make sense to get 2 and then have you come all the way back down here with me to get 2 more.
I mean, we could grab all 4.
Yeah, and then we're just going to have to split it up as 2 different transactions. Why don't I just get 4 of those?
4 of those?
That's really the only points booster you got going on this week, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Is there a sale going on right now on the ready-to-eat pastas? We can at least go look.
Take a look.
Okay. Do these things vary from store to store? I wonder if something... Okay.
Well, a lot of coupons will be the same from store to store. Some of them vary depending on what is being purchased more and what they think they can sell at one store or at another.
But her store in Florida might be running completely different sales than mine. Okay.
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll get that sale in a couple of weeks, and then maybe I'll be all over it. But right now, I don't know what her deal was, but if we don't have it, then I don't need to worry about it right now. That way I can get a total of 8,000 points and... under $20, like $19. This is a lot of stuff for $19. I'll go over it when I get home. And actually, looking at the fact that I got like $8 worth of points, I mean, yeah, I paid almost $20 up front, but 8 minus 20, I mean 20 minus 8 is 12. So by the time we get the points added up, I'm getting $8 back. I ended up paying ultimately $12 out of pocket. That's kick-ass. I wonder how much of this is actually going to end up in the vlog. I've got a 15-minute vlog right now of just me rambling about Ira, but I do think every word of that should be saved and published because, first of all, I've relentlessly spoken up about Ira since I became their unofficial spokesperson, meaning since I made up my mind to go ahead and start pushing it on YouTube, and also it's Global Accessibility Awareness Day. So it's like, of all days to say, okay, here's the technology that makes the world a little bit more accessible to me, in some cases a lot more accessible to me, this is the day. Hopefully there's enough room for me to say everything I want to say and move forward with this haul. Okay, let's get into this. I ended up getting 3 Nature Valley granola bars. That's like kind of a random number. These were $1.88 a box, and I haven't tried every kind there is, but I've tried almond biscuits almond butter biscuits and oatmeal squares. And when they're $1.80 a box, when they're usually 2 for $6, yeah, that's a pretty good deal. I was going to get 2 of each, but there was only 1 oatmeal squares left in there. Even after the restock, they only had 1. I'm guessing they got restocked on Wednesday. Everybody came in on Wednesday and got all the oatmeal squares, unless they just didn't get very many. I don't know. Either way, 3 of those for $1.88 a box. Paper plates. These were buy one get one free. They were $4.49. That's like $2.24 cents or something. $2.24 essentially for each. That's a pretty darn good deal. Those deals, by the way, are good until Saturday, so you still have time. If you're watching this Thursday night or Friday, you still have time to take advantage of those until the end of the day on Saturday. As always, our handy dandy buy one of these for $1 up until the end of November baby wipes. Some of them I'm using for wet wipes, some of them I'm donating to the women's shelter I donate to. And last but not least, 4 things of toothpaste. And I got these because of this deal. Buy 2, get 4,000 points. That was a deal from last week that apparently is still going on. I don't know how long it's going to be going on, but it is still going on. So I got 4 tubes of toothpaste. I did break it up into 2 transactions, 2 tubes per transaction, so I could be sure to get those 8,000 points. And so I'm going to end up donating these to the shelter because they said they actually could use the bigger tubes of toothpaste, and I can use any reason I can come up with to get points. So, except I'm not going to do it just for the hell of it, just to end up with something that I'm never going to use or have any reason to donate. Which is why, these buy 2 bottles of shampoo, the type you never use, and get 5,000 points. I'm not going to do that. But buy a buttload of toothpaste. You'll never need that much, but Lord knows they can use it over there and you can get some points. I'm going to do that. So how this broke down, my first transaction was the paper plates and the 2 things of baby wipes. That came to about $6.50. I redeemed $5 worth of points, leaving me with 2,000 points left on my card, but $6.50 minus the $5 worth of points that I didn't have to pay left me paying just $1.49 or $1.50 at the register. Kick-ass transaction. That is like awesome. 4 things for $1.50, that's like unheard of. Then I got I believe the next transaction was the Nature Valley granola bars and 2 of the toothpaste, which came to $11.62. And then my final transaction were those last 2 tubes of toothpaste, which came up to $5.98. Let me just do some calculating here. I'm a writer, not a mathematician. 150 plus 1162 equals 1312 plus 598, $19.10. It's showing 19.1. I'm thinking that's $19.10. That's quite a bit for $19.10 if you ask me. So, with that said, I've got about an hour's worth of sound files to edit and cut down to size and make this something that will fit into the time constraints that we have using Tunes to Tube, and hopefully still get it up in time for you to take advantage of anything you haven't had a chance to take advantage of yet before it expires on the end of day on the 18th. Thank you for watching. Please follow me on Twitter, or if you really want to, on Facebook. If you're blind or visually impaired and wish you had sighted assistance on demand, check out Aira. That just might be how you can get some. If you believe that when disabled people find the right job, they should actually keep it, sign the Walmart Preserve Disabled Door Greeters Jobs petition. If you believe 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time is too much to ask for a new YouTuber, sign the Do Not Demonetize petition. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.